Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, your money never seems to stretch far enough? Okay, I know how you do it. You save, you budget, you cut expenses, but somehow prices keep rising and salaries remain stagnant. And of course, the cost of living feels like it's always running ahead of you. Yes, it's not bad luck, don't get it wrong. Government policies shape your financial reality more than you ever think of. From inflation and taxation to business regulations and currency devaluation, the government has a much bigger hand in your financial struggles than you can ever imagine. Today, we're going to break it all down, exposing how these government policies keep you poor and, most importantly, how you can fight back. But first and foremost, help me grow this channel by subscribing. Thank you. So let's start with inflation. Inflation is like a slow leak in your bank account. It eats away at your money's value without you even noticing. In the last 10 years, several countries have had higher inflation rates and your income has never really kept up. In Nigeria, for instance, around 10 years ago, 15,000 naira could almost buy you a bag of rice. But how much does it sell for today? Your money did not change, okay, but its value has dropped drastically. Why? Because of excessive government borrowing, uncontrolled spending on the part of those at the helm of affairs, and bad monetary policies that flood the market with too much currency. And when too much currency is chasing too few goods, then you have higher rates of prices. That is why you have inflation. So how do you fight back? Number one, invest in assets, not just cash. Money in the bank loses value daily. Consider investing in assets like land, small-scale businesses, or income-generating ventures. Okay, that is one way to do it. Then you can bulk buy essentials when prices are stable. If you wait too long, inflation will erode your purchasing power and you may have to pay higher for those same items that you could have bought cheaper now in bulk. Number three, develop skills that allow you to increase your income. If your salary doesn't rise with inflation, then you are getting poorer by the day. Let's look at the second government policy that makes you poorer: taxation. It's called the wealth drain that you didn't realize coming. Taxes are necessary, but in many cases, they are designed to squeeze the working class while giving the ultra-rich loopholes to escape, and that is unfair. Take VAT, for instance, and other consumption taxes. The government increases these taxes on basic goods, but they don't tax wealth in the same proportion. A billionaire might pay a lower tax rate than a struggling worker buying groceries at the market, and this is why the rich keep getting richer while the middle class and the poor get squeezed. So how do you fight back? Okay, learn tax loopholes legally. Businesses often get tax breaks. If possible, register a side hustle or business to take advantage of tax benefits. It's important. Then, keep records of your expenses. Some tax policies allow deductions. If you run a business, proper record keeping could reduce your taxable income. Also, vote wisely. Politicians who promise tax relief for low-income earners should be scrutinized and held accountable to their promises. Let's talk about the third government policy that keeps you poorer: currency devaluation. Yes. Have you noticed that traveling abroad or buying imported goods is getting ridiculously expensive? Yeah, that is currency devaluation at work if you don't understand it or if you didn't understand it before. When a country's government mismanages its economy, the national currency weakens against foreign currencies. For example, in 2015, $1 was around 200 naira in Nigeria, but by 2024, last year, it was over 1,400 naira. That means if you're earning naira, your purchasing power has plummeted drastically. So how do you fight back? This is actually huge. One, find the ways to earn in stronger currencies if possible: freelancing, remote jobs, and export businesses. All of this help you make money in dollars or euros. These are the hard currencies. You can also invest in assets that appreciate with inflation. Examples include stocks, land, and profitable businesses that tend to hold value better. Three, cut dependence on imported goods. If possible, find locally made alternatives to reduce your exposure to currency fluctuation. Let's talk about the fourth government policy that keeps you poor: over-regulation. This is why small businesses struggle to grow. Starting a business should be a way out of poverty. Hey, but in many places, government regulations make it nearly impossible for that to happen. High licensing fees, multiple taxes, and endless bureaucracy, all of this kills small businesses before they even take off. Now, think about it. How many local businesses do you know that have closed down because of excessive government interference? Yeah, they're all around us. If you find out, if you care to find out. Meanwhile, big corporations find ways to lobby their way out of these challenges. Why? How do you fight back? One, start small and informal. Many successful businesses started in backyards, garages, or even as side hustles before they register officially. This is very crucial. Yes. Two, leverage online platforms. Social media and digital marketplaces allow businesses to thrive without too much government interference. Three, form cooperatives. Group savings and business partnerships can help bypass financial barriers. Another government policy is poor wage policies. This is why hard work no longer pays. Minimum wage policies are meant to protect workers, but in many cases, they do the opposite. Government set wages too low, forcing people to work multiple jobs just to survive. Meanwhile, politicians who set these wages live in luxury. Yeah, we know. So, how do you fight back? One, upgrade your skills. The best way to escape low wages is by making yourself more valuable in the job market. Two, explore alternative sources of income. You can't rely on just one salary. It is very, very risky. Start a side business, freelance, or find investment opportunities. Advocate for better policies, support movements that push for fair wages and worker rights. In conclusion, knowledge is power, but action is wealth. Understanding how government policies affect your finances is the first step, but knowledge without action is useless, okay? The key takeaway, don't rely solely on policies to save you. Find ways to adapt, protect, and grow your financial power despite the system. That's the smart thing to do. Let me know in the comment section which of these policies do you feel affects you the most. Tell me, and what's your plan to fight back? If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep learning and taking control of our finances. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.